I always try to get stem cells right after the season because that's when my body is at its most broken down. So by the time the season starts in August, I'm at my best, I'm at my fastest, I'm at my strongest. When you're at that level, it gives you the confidence to go out there and perform at the level that you want to perform at. Hi, I'm George Kittle here at the Stem Cell Institute in Panama. Join me for my treatment. We're gonna have a good time. My name is George Kittle. I'm 29 years old. I play professional football for a living. That's why I'm down here in Panama. My journey with stem cells kind of began a couple years ago. I was looking for ways to rehab my body. I play football. It's a very physical game. It takes a toll on your body. And every year I was looking for new things and ways to replenish my body so when the next season started, I could be back at 100% and be at my best self. And I was looking for answers. Someone mentioned stem cells to me. I had a teammate who comes down to the Stem Cell Institute Panama all the time. He said, hey, you got to try this out. And so I came down. I wasn't nervous at all about the process, but this is, it's a big trip. Going to Panama, never been before, don't really know too much about it, but have had a great time throughout the whole process. One of my worst things I dealt with, I had double Achilles tendinosis in both my Achilles. The sheath wasn't moving very well. Everything was rubbing, friction. Not a really fun thing to deal with when you're dealing with your Achilles and you're playing a sport. I have been hurt multiple times. I've had injuries that have removed me from play. I've had injuries I've had to play through. But at the end of the day, they're all painful and they all kind of stack up on top of each other. And then once you get to, so many, there's only so much you can tolerate. And so that's one of my big reasons for coming down here is to try to fix those things and just to be as healthy as I can going into a season. I would say specifically the Achilles ones I had, they cost me 3 games. I had to go on IR for 3 games, which isn't very fun. You don't really want to be on IR ever, which is injured reserved. And so I missed 3 games there. And it was a pain that really, I wouldn't say derailed my season. I still had a good season, but it was something I had to deal with every single day. I had to change the way I practiced, I had to change the way I warmed up, I had to change the way that I did all my rehab and stuff. And so instead of being able to focus on my entire body, I basically spend all day, every day, just focus on one part of my body and my Achilles. So before I came the first time, my thought process into coming down to Panama, I was definitely, what am I doing? My friends that had come down here before, they told me it was an amazing experience from how they pick you up from the airport right off the plane, bring you all the way, take care of customs, get your bags, everything for you, put you in a car, drive you to the hotel, which is connected to the facility, which is very convenient. Once you're at the hotel, you never have to leave, which is really, I like that. I like convenience. That's one of my favorite things. It's a fantastic hotel with beautiful views of the ocean. This is a 5-star experience. And that's the reason I keep coming back because I haven't had an experience yet that I've left being like, oh, I wish this was better. I wish that was better. Everything about the experience has been top notch. And I've talked about the hotel. I've talked about the facility. The food's fantastic too. The weather's fantastic. You see the ocean. There's not much better than that. The staff really makes this place go. From the doctors to the nurses to the rest of the staff working. Everyone's so happy. Everyone's so polite, respectful. It's really fun, and it doesn't feel like you're going to like a doctor's office by any means. You're talking to people. It feels like they know who you are. It feels like they've actually I'm on my 5th trip back here, and everyone knows me by name. Hey, how are you doing? How's this since last time? Anything you want to talk about? How can I help you differently this time? And everyone's just so polite, and you can feel like the eagerness that this staff has to want to help you to feel better. And you can really feel that energy, and I think that just adds to the whole experience. Friends and family, they always ask me like what it's like down here and then what do I feel like when I come back. And ever since I've been coming down here, I think we've gotten 6 to 10 of my other teammates that have flown down because they've seen our, my results and they're like, wow, I want to feel that good. And so they're down here. My dad, who's 64, he came down with me this past year. He's feeling better. He ran a triathlon at the age of 64. It's pretty impressive. And so he's wanting to come back. My wife wants to come down and do treatment. I have other teammates that ask me about it all the time. I have guys on other teams that ask me about it. And so more and more people are showing up in the last 2 years when I first came down here, and it's for good reason, because my friends, my family, they're all looking for healthy ways to feel better. And I just don't feel like the knowledge about it in America is spread enough. I don't think people talk about it enough. I've talked to multiple patients while I've been down here, and some of the stories that they share with me from their, hey, this is my experience with stem cells and how I feel so much better, they've blown me away. I feel like more people should have options to be able to have stem cells. And so that's why I want to share my story, just because I think there's so many people that have no idea that stem cells can help their lives. And I feel like everyone should have a high quality of life. I feel like ever since I've started my stem cell treatment in Panama, here at the Stem Cell Institute, my body has recovered in a way that it has not recovered before, which has given me the confidence to go out and perform at the highest ability, at the highest level in my sport. And when you can do that, it can take care of my family for life. It allows me to be my best self. And while I'm not saying I wouldn't be there without the stem cells, they definitely help me out so much in both the off season and in season. My general quality of life has 100% gotten better. Just start now.